Homelite 150. These little saws are put together in a unique way. You never have taken one apart. You'll scratch your head a little bit. I take the bar off just to make it, the bar and chain off just to make it easier to handle while I'm working on it. But you take 2 bolts out on the bottom, 2 bolts out on the top. One screw here. It holds the air cleaner and the air cleaner cover. 2 screws right here. And most of the time you can easily do it without taking the handle off. Well, this handle is bent and this part right here has been broken and welded back on. It looks like it did a good job welding it, just didn't get it straight. But it's still usable. So this one wouldn't come apart without taking the handle off of it. So I really didn't need to take a recoil off. I just wanted to blow it out real good. And the saw was not real dirty on the inside. As you can see, it really wasn't nothing to blow off of it. It's not gummed up. The recoil, you got I think it sticks in here. And when you crank it, somehow or another, it makes tension. Let me get this thing back off without messing with it. Somehow or another, it makes some kind of contact or whatever down here in these bearings, and then once it starts, it runs free. It just turns. I don't know exactly what's going on in here. It's like I look at it like a hood on a car. If it's running, leave the hood down. So I know I've taken one of these apart, or tried to. I don't even know if I can. The 2 that I've had my hands on, this thing worked, and it worked pretty good. So anyhow, when you take it off, these 2 screws right here that you took off run through the carburetor. You see the 2 holes right there. Okay, so the gas line and the adjustment screws, you can see them in there, and these 2 brass pieces right here run into the body of the carburetor. So your screws screw through there and screw into this boot. Okay, so the guy that gave it to me told me it was leaking somewhere on the inside, and it had been glued around the gas tank, gas line where it went into the gas tank. And this old black rubber stuff. I said, nah, I can do better than that. So I replaced the gas line. You can see it in there, and it comes out right here, and it goes in the gas tank right here. So I pulled the old line out and the filter looked okay. Put a new gas line back in it, and I got to looking, and I can see glue, looks like glue, down through here. And on the inside, I can see where it's wet, right around that screw. So he said it would run, but it had a leak on the inside. So I'm thinking that's where the leak is. So the 2 halves of the gas tank, here's the gas tank right here. So the 2 halves of the gas tank are gonna have to come apart and cleaned up and put more sealant on it, put it back together. These little screws, it's missing one right there. And you have another one here, another one here, another one here, another one here, another one right here, another one right here. They're kind of hard to get out. So you just have to have a little patience with them. Beat on them a little bit. So to break them loose. So anyhow, I'm gonna put this thing back together, and then I'm gonna crank it, put some gas in it, crank it, see if it starts. So I'll be back. All right, got it back together. I have not touched any adjustments on the carburetor. All I did was put gas in it, put the choke on it, switch is on. Got a little short cord on it, I'll tell you that. Well, maybe I'd all do some checking. The low screw is about 3/4 open. I started at 1 1/4. Let's see where the high screw is. It was about the same, about 3/4. 1 1/4. Give the idling screw a little turn just for the heck of it. Okay. Try it without the choke. Well, let me check the spark. I'd say that's a good spark, wouldn't y'all? gonna go through all that while I'm filming. I'll fine tune it later. Maybe a carburetor issue. Maybe seals. But it runs. After I checked the spark, I didn't turn the camera back on. Third pull choke on. After the cranked all that over. Third pull with the choke on it, fired. I caught the choke before it cut off, opened the choke up, and it kept running. So, another saw running. It's humid over here. I don't know what time it is. It's something after 8 p.m. But this is fun. This is what I like to do. Bring them back from the dead. Not being used, not running. I really didn't do nothing to fix this besides put a gas line on it. So, I haven't seen no bad leak yet. It's puking oil. Yes, sir, baby. It's going to be oil in that chain. So, I got 1 out of the 5 I haven't got running yet. So, well, I'm over doing the other 2. Y'all had already seen the Husky 55 run, so choke on, sputter, half choke. That's what these little saws like. Mosquito control. I done smoked up the neighborhood. I ran into that on another one of these little XL2s, Super 2, whatever it was. Inside of your oil cap here, you got a line that runs up here from your crankcase. It's got a duckbill on the end of it. If that duckbill goes bad and you got the thing slammed full of oil, or you turn it upon the side like I did, I knew what it was doing right away. it'll suck oil from the oil tank into the lower part of the engine. And then it goes up the transfers and into the top end, and it burns it and creates real pretty blue smoke. So one duct bill will fix that. So that's it for now. I just came over here a few minutes before with that 150. Glad I got it running. Everybody take care. Thanks for watching the video, guys.